Hi, welcome to Dusty Shelf Collectables. Today, speed machines. Yeah, hi, welcome. So I've managed to get hold of my very first set of the 2023 release Car Cultures. And this is release, obviously, as I say, is speed machines. You'll note I have all 6 cars here, which is unusual for me. I normally avoid the chase cars because of their cost and exclusivity. But I managed to get a good deal on this one, so I've ended up with all 6 of them. And you can see here, Car Zero, the chase car. The other thing to note about this set is in the car culture range, this isn't real riders. Real riders being the rubber tyres that they put on them. These are actually polyurethane tyres. I think they're polyurethane anyway, but they're designed for maximum speed on the track. So obviously with the rubber tyres, they would run a little bit slower. So this set, and only this set, Speed Machines, when it's been released in the past, in previous years, hasn't had the real rider tyres on, and that runs through to this year. So these are good weighty cars, and if you ever were to put these on the track, I doubt you would, because really it's only collectors that go for these. They're not the cheapest of Hot Wheels cars, so I think it's very unlikely that some of these are going to be ripped open and run on the track. But anyway, so running from this side, forgive me, I'm going to use my crib sheet over here because I can't see what's on there, so I'm just going to look over here and make sure I get them in the right order. I've got the Porsche 911 GT3, I've got the McLaren 720S, the Pagani Zonda R, the Ford GT, the Lamborghini Venio, and again another Porsche 911 GT3, but this time in black rather than the first car in blue. So running through, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 0, the chase car, which is a repeat of number 1, but it finished in black. Yeah, so plan is take these over to the bench, and as always I'll just go through them one at a time. I just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody who supported the channel. If you like this kind of thing, if you like model making, if you're into your collector die cast, or trains, scale electrics, any of that kind of thing, radio control, check out some of my other videos, and if you like what you see, do please subscribe. With that said, let's go over to the bench and let's go through these cars in detail. What a fantastic looking set when you lay them out on the bench here. The box art is fantastic. They just look really good, really good altogether. Anyway, let's get into the cars. Number 1 is the Porsche 911 GT3. So this is a 510 brake horsepower 4-litre flat 6, and is a performance version of the 911. It's not top of the range, that goes to the GT2, so this is just marketed just underneath the GT2. And this particular variant of the GT3 that's modelled in the Hot Wheel here was released in February 2021. In terms of the Hot Wheels, it's presented in shark blue. The upper body casting, that's from 2022. It's been used twice before, and it's got a new die-cast chassis for 2023. Looking around the car, we've got obviously the usual detailed headlamps and daytime running lamps, etc., reflectors. It's got grey essence on it, and 60 on the sides and the hood, and Porsche written on the doors. Second in the set is the McLaren 720S. What a stunning looking car this is. This boasts a turbocharged V8 with 710 horsepower. The 720S was launched in the Geneva Motor Show in March 2017 and replaces the 650. I'm not overly up to date with my McLarens, but yeah, this does look the part. Looks really good. So beautiful. Presented in Ventura Orange. This Hot Wheel was first released in 2018, and this is the 9th outing for it. In terms of the usual, we've got the detailed headlamps and tail lamps. You've got black essence on it down here, and detailed vents and air intakes. I'll try and get a close-up shot of those. Anyway, so that's number 2 in the set. On to number 3 in the set, the Pagani Zonda R, I guess being for race. Only 12 of these were produced. It had a 6-litre V12, and it's non-road going, so this is for only use on the track. It was introduced at the Geneva Motor Show in 2007, and again, as I say, there's only 12 of these made, so yeah, beautiful looking car, but very exclusive. And yes, it's well, I guess for the super rich. And the Hot Wheels presented in, and let me try and get this right, Argento Liquido, or silver to you and I.
It was first released in 2022. This is the fourth outing, and again it's got the usual things of the headlights and tail lights, and on the side you can see the number 1 and the Zonda R painted on there. Yeah, not a bad looking Hot Wheel. That's number 3 of 5. And number 4 is the Ford GT. So this is a more recent release of the Ford GT, not the GT40 that was around in the 60s. This is the modern variant. So unlike the road-going version, the GT1 race car was built by Mack Concepts, and it had a 5.3 litre V8. The car was raced in the FIA GT Series and also at Le Mans. And again, you look at the huge wing on the back there, obviously a non-street legal race car. In terms of the Hot Wheel, it's presented in Centennial White. It's quite an old casting. This was first used in 2009 and has been used well over 20 times since. Obviously all the usual, the headlights and tail lights. It's got the black stripes across the top and down the sides. It's got silver gas caps, and number 4 and the American flag sitting on the side. That's number 4 in the set. And number 5 is the Lamborghini. Now I'm not sure how to pronounce this. I think it's Venio, but apologies if that's not incorrect. So this Lamborghini celebrates 50 years, the 50-year anniversary of Lamborghini. It was first launched at the 2013 Geneva Motor Show, and Venio means venom in Spanish. It's powered by a 6.5 litre V12. It does look the part. Look at that on the front. It does really does look the part. I wonder how much these are new. I bet they're cost a fortune. Anyway, the Hot Wheel is presented in Rosso Mars, or red. First released in 2014 and has been used 11 times previously. All the usual with the headlights, etc. It's got the Italian flag graphic detailed in the engine vents. You can see just down through here. And it's got Venio on the rear fin. And I'll try and get a close-up of that. It's really small. And then finally, back to the Porsche 911 GT3 and this rather special one. So I've mentioned these before, the chase cars. I mean, if you're ever in a shop and you see these larger Hot Wheels cars and you see it with a 0 on there, buy it. Seriously, buy it. I mean, these become so collectible. They're called the chase cars because, you know, there's very few of them. They put them randomly in the boxes with the cars. Some shops take them straight off and never put them on the shelf. Others, like Smith's, they will put them on the shelf, but if somebody finds them, they're gone. So you can see it's absolutely identical to number 1 in the set, except for obviously just in a different colour. Box livery is the same, again just in a different cover. The same with the graphics are the same. But as I say, chase cars, they're always numbered 0 in this sort of premium set. So yeah, one to look out for. And just one more thing to point out in the chase car, it's very hard to show on camera, but obviously on the number 1, the Porsche, you can see here the sort of grey and black livery running over the blue, and the number 60 on here. On the chase car, you've still got the grey accents running through here. You've got a 60 and there's Porsche written on there. I don't know whether that will show up on camera, but I'll try and get some pictures, but it's very faint. So as I say, they're identical cars, just presented in black and presented in blue. That's it. So what a beautiful set, and yeah, really pleased with those.
Yeah, there you go. What a cracking set. You know, I'm so lucky to have the chase car. Like I say, normally, you know, if you find one of these in the shop, you are extremely lucky. And if you're daft enough to go and buy one from an after seller for £100, then, you know, that's up to you. But there are some good deals out there. Like I say, I got a good deal on these from a company that I buy my cars from. So yeah, this was really good. Yeah, what a great set. What a great set. They're going to look fantastic. I think these ones I'm going to leave hanging up on the wall in my office for a little bit. Anyway, we'll leave this there. Thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.